Okay, so just sit back in a nice child's pose and maybe move a little bit, just getting yourself nice and comfortable, breathing deeply into the lower back. And then just make your way up into a downward dog. Again, here, feel free to kind of rock it side to side and breathe right up into your sitting bones. I call this heel pulsing, so you're bending one knee and lengthening into the opposite heel. And just moving lots. Take a nice big inhale and reach the right leg up behind you. Really feel into that and explore the length through the spine. And feel free to kind of move and let that leg reach out to the side, all the way up, and then step it all the way forward. Take a nice big inhale, big breath, swing those arms up. And then exhale, let's interlock the fingers behind us, take a breath, and then reach it forward. Just go as far as you can here. Make sure to always keep it nice and easy so you're feeling light and strong and open in your body without feeling like you have to force or push any of this movement. Then take a release, straighten up through the hips, swing those hips around, take a breath, reach the right arm up, and just take an easy twist right here. And then inhale, reach that left arm up, and let's come into a little bit deeper twist. So bringing that left elbow around the outside of your right thigh, breathing into it, really press into that back heel and lift the heart up and away from that right hip so you're making loads of space in the spine. Breathe deep, and then let's start to release that. Come into a nice warrior, reach it all the way up into sun warrior, and then extend that side angle out. Swing the arm round. And then just let yourself come into a bit of a hip opener so that right hip drops open and you kind of just swing a bit here because that's always good for feeling lots of stuff. That's all you're really doing, right? Is like breathing into your body, feeling where there's little areas that are a bit stiff or tight, especially in the morning time, and then moving and breathing into it. Think of your breath as like a massage therapist. So here, try a little open kind of plank pose, and I've got my right foot behind me here, so it's like a big open kind of back arch here, breathing into the front body and integrating through the back body and just feeling into this balance as well. Have a little bit of fun here. See if you can grab hold of that right foot. That's a tricky one. So just breathe into it. Nice big deep breaths, and then check it out. That's a split pose. That might be a bit of a challenge for you, but if you're pretty open and flexible like me, you can probably do it too. Or just find your way into a nice forward bending position. So let's have those both legs out in front of us. A nice easy breath, lengthen forward. Right in this pose, it's always super nice to breathe into that spine. And then take a nice big inhale, lift the arms, legs, heart up, and then step it back into a plank. And here I just kind of dance around to the music, which is fun. You can do anything you want. Lower your body down. Oh, look, we're doing some yoga push-ups here. So let's exhale all the way. Inhale, press up. And then exhale all the way. And then inhale, a cobra up dog. So just like a nice, easy back bend here. I got my hips swaying side to side. No big deal. Just kind of feeling into the spine, taking it nice and easy. Don't ever force a back bend. Not needed. Good, and then find your way back into downward dog, and we're going to try that whole sequence on the left side. So when you're ready, you're just kind of breathing into your bum bones and swaying it side to side so you feel nice and juicy. And then when it's feeling really good and you're lifted, take a breath and reach that left leg up behind you. Again, remember this one, we kind of explore it, right? So reach that leg back and up and like see how it feels going out to the side, and maybe even bending your back a bit and reaching the head up. It really is that freestyle. It like just move around. There's no right or wrong when it comes to this yoga stuff. There really isn't. This is just you feeling into you and like playing around with a moving body alongside the breath. So step that left foot forward, find yourself in a lunge, get yourself nice and stable here, and then reach those arms up. And then we're going to interlock the fingers behind us, take another big breath, reach your body forward. So right here, I always want to feel like my feet are really kind of active and they're charged, and there's this breathing into the mid body. So you're expanding from the center of your body and you're really paying attention to the breath. Your breath awareness is ultimately what keeps you connected and safe in your body and able to move really well and really efficiently. And then I'm going to lift the hips up, see if I can straighten that left knee, move around a bit, feel them hamstrings, dance around if you got your music on. I think we tried a little twist here, but I've obviously forgotten it on this side. So reach that left arm up and then take a deeper twist, just bringing that right elbow around the outside of your left thigh. So really lengthen into that back heel, crown of the head reaches away, and then reach the heart and pull that left hip back a little bit. So you're making loads of space through the center of your body. Pressing the palms together and just keeping those shoulders nice and relaxed, right? So here you can see I'm just like kind of exploring and going a little bit deeper into that twist. And then I'm going to reach my arms around and find myself in a warrior. Reach that left arm back. If you want to straighten the left leg, you can. And then reach that right arm all the way out. Extend, extend, extend. So it's like just like your star expanding mega times. And then release it here. You can see there's just another bit of a fluid kind of exploration. I let my back knee drop, let that left knee fall open, and then just sway about side to side. Here I did a little hip flexor stretch. If that feels good for you, you can do the same thing. Keep it easy. Just breathe like you're an elastic band playing around with your own edges. How far can you go without snapping yourself? You don't want to snap yourself. Good stuff. Okay, so then we just flip that left leg all the way back behind us and come into this nice kind of variation of, you could say, like a side plank, but I'm obviously doing a bit of a back bend, and I'm really playing around with just feeling the openness of the spine and feeling the breath and expanse through the front body, and then checking out whether or not we can balance it here, like just for fun. Again, like breathe, pay attention, notice your areas of the body touching the ground, and then feel really like integral and like expanding and aware through the center of your body. And then, whoop, there she goes, back into that split pose. And again, if that's not manageable for you, you could just release it or have a boogie. And also, you could probably just find your way back into a forward bend or bringing both legs in front of you. And that's just, this is a nice variation to still get your hamstring stretch, but without doing splits. So, you know that a lot of really flexible people have been stretching most of their lives. So it's not about, yoga is really not about flexibility. It's just something that happens when you stretch every day, like a dancer or a gymnast or any body worker, really. So there I go. I'm lifting my hips up and we're coming into a nice, what is this pose? This is called a shoulder stand. So we're going to come into a shoulder stand and I'm going to play around here. This is what I often tell people, like, lighten up, right? Lighten up around all this spiritual stuff. Lighten up around the yoga flows. There's no right or wrong. If you're breathing and you're paying attention, it's pretty much impossible to hurt yourself. The only time we hurt ourselves is when we're like forcing our body to do something, or we're holding our breath. We're not paying attention, right? If we're not paying attention, that's usually when we get into accidents. It's the same thing with our own body, and usually the same thing with, with life as well. So breathe into this. Feel free to just kind of feel, and this is such a good stretch to do in the morning. Open up the back body, open up the spine. Here I got more stretches here, and then I'm lifting into a wheel pose just to get a bit of a back bend. You could also do fish position, which is when you have your hands and elbows underneath you and you kind of lift through the thoracic spine, which is like the area of your rib cage. Here I'm just getting it into a nice deep back bend. And then a happy baby. Happy baby! Okie dokie. So I've just rolled myself up there, and now I'm going to do a nice wide leg forward bend. So I've got my both legs out. And again, doesn't matter how wide them legs go, just kind of let the legs open, feel both sitting bones grounded. And then right up here, I'm really just kind of stretching it out. I'm going side to side. I've done a forward bend. I want to keep my legs pretty grounded here and just stretch, stretch, stretch and breathe. That's where it's at. Stretch in and breathe in. It's seriously like having a massage therapist every day whenever you're feeling tight. Or look, see, check it out. I'm actually massaging myself, which is jolly good. Oh, so we're doing a half eagle. Here I've got one elbow up and over, and then I just release, interlock them behind me. I'll probably do it on the other side. Here in a half eagle, you kind of want to wrap those arms like a rope and then pull the hands away from you and lift with the breath. Lift those arms up just to feel under the shoulder blades. Really, really good stretch if you're ever feeling a bit locked down in the area of your shoulders. I usually just tell people when you're practicing yoga, just remind yourself how awesome you are. Not for doing yoga, but just like for being alive. Being alive is pretty intense, so I think we should give ourselves some credit more often. You can massage. Here I'm just doing a little like side to side stretch into the quadriceps, so the front of the thigh, really. So this is the point of the practice where I usually offer clients in classes like just move around. So at this point we've done a solid kind of vinyasa, and then just kind of like move the hips around, flex. And here right before I fell into Shavasana there, I squeezed my whole body really tight, and then just let yourself relax. See how it's just like, I want to feel in Shavasana like you're just kind of like relaxing into the ground, super soft. And I sometimes say like merging. It's like you're just becoming one with the earth herself, and you feel totally supported, totally loved. You know that everything you need is right there inside you. And then everything we need as well that comes, we draw it in, we manifest it, we bring it in. If there's clarity, if there's things we want to work out, have faith that if you ask a question, it will just drop into your reality, because we're all one, really. We're all connected. We're all sacred divine beings, gods and goddesses. So just breathe and relax, because you deserve to relax, you deserve to feel good, you deserve to be in love with yourself and all of life. And don't let anyone ever tell you different. You are pure, innocent, and wild and free. That's it, y'all. Thank you for joining me. Lots of love.